Okay, here we are. Come on in. I guess we'll start forward. Welcome to one of the bedrooms. Underneath here you have storage space. There's nothing in here. Everything's very clean. Another fire extinguisher, smoke alarm. We're on shore 1, so I guess those are mislabeled. There's shore 2, there's no power.
Oh yeah, they're backwards, yeah.
So that's mislabeled, so we should make sure to make a note of that. This is a pretty standard electrical panel. Anchor light, steaming light, spreader light, navigation lights, VHF and SSB, electronics, cabin fans, LPG, freezer and the fridge. It doesn't matter, they never turn off. Ooh, I gotta turn off. It doesn't matter, it actually doesn't turn off.
It's
saltwater pump,
like
freshwater pump. The freshwater pump is also the shower sump. And the cabin slash fans also are what they're calling the SIG, which is the DC
cigarette lighter.
Cigarette lighter. Right. Then we have the battery charger, galley, cabin outlets. We can turn those on and use those to plug in when we're on shore power. And there's also an inverter. This is how you do the inverter. Select inverter. Press on the inverter. Wait for it. Should come on.
There it is.
There it is. Okay, great. That's on, and we can kind of check that we have power running here.
And then select AC main.
AC main. Select it.
Okay.
So you actually have like outlets that you can use on board. So then we'll just switch that off, back to shore 1. This is our DC meter right now. It says the start battery, 13.2 volts. Aux battery, 0. We don't have an aux battery. House battery, 12.2 volts. So you can monitor that level.
So it is not one bank. It's
There's
two.
a house bank somewhere.
It's 2 banks probably up there.
Capacity remaining 52 amp hours. Capacity remaining 24%. I don't know what that means.
Is there another bank of batteries somewhere, or?
I don't think so. Maybe hidden somewhere.
Maybe you do need to switch the protocol. It seems like pretty low.
Yeah, but it's 12.2 volts. So I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. We had trouble with this before, but if you want to play around with it, you can. It's important too. It's called a battery charging pan. So it basically, when you're charging your phones overnight, particularly, you place them in here and the cords come out here, so that if the phones catch fire, they're contained in this pan. This is a Ron Saciella special. This is a freezer, and that's a fridge, permanently on. If there's beer in here, if you put $1, you get a beer. And here's the ship's log. Garbage, waste, cleaning supplies, and plastic bags. Everything's very well labeled, though still needs to be organized.
This tube shows how much water you have. This is right next to the stove, and this little red float shows that it's basically full tanks, and as you use water, that little red float drops to the bottom.
Well, there's no oven.
Oh, it's like a broiler.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So the flame underneath shoots down. It's kind of awesome. Back here we have more supplies. Here's your flatware and cutlery. It's not a wine case, but we got to figure out what this is. Why there's this little...
Hard to hold stuff in, but you
Yeah.
have the doors too, so I don't know.
So,
I think they're thinking of removing those.
Why? It's cool. I like it. You can put a bottle of bourbon easy. Right?
Yeah, some copies.
Radio check, radio check, radio check.
Thank you for using Seacoast Automated Radio Check Service, sponsored by Shakespeare Marine, makers of the world's first inflatable.
This is the HF Marine radio, the shortwave. Don't use it. You need an operator's license. It's not gonna be functional. And this is a CD player and radio.
Port berth.
One pump here, see pump grade. That's the pump. These three cushions, two of them are for sitting up above, and also there's cushions, might be these guys, for the cable. Okay. Underneath here, it says screecher and manual pump, but I don't see manual pump. But I think this might be that's just good for there. Okay.
Some foul weather boots that were a legacy. A water pressure pump. Some more foul weather boots and a hat, a little closet.
Okay, there's a chart plotter. Miscellaneous storage. Salt water pump.
There's
Get
a
out of
remote instrument panel. Speed and
then the other
in
thing
knots.
is,
That's kind of cool.
saltwater intake.
There's a propeller, spare propeller.
We got linens in here. I don't know how long they're going to stay in there, but for now there's miscellaneous storage. And then if you look on the other side, that's where we keep our tools and miscellaneous equipment. Normally the
Dustbuster.
yeah, we have a shop back up there. Normally put the winch handles here. We might put them elsewhere.